What up YouTube, welcome back to the HD spot. So today we will be painting the badges painting the badges on the car, or whatever you want to call them, with Plasti-dip. I'm gonna make it matte black just so that it looks cleaner. Trying to delete all the chrome from my car. So I'll be changing this when the carbon fiber badge comes from synth carbon, but for today I'm gonna be getting rid of this chrome. Alrighty, so some things we'll need: any Plasti-dip colorway of your choice. For me, I'm going with that matte black, maybe add some glossifier to it to make it shinier depending on how it looks. A dry microfiber towel, a wet microfiber towel, some painter's tape. I also got some extra paper to help mask off part of the body that I do not want any overspray to get to. So the first thing that you'll have to do is go ahead and clean the badge itself, the surrounding area that you'll be spraying on using your wet microfiber towel. Water is more than enough. All you're really trying to get is that dust, that debris. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll start taping and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay guys, sorry about the audio, someone's working in the background. This should be more than enough space. I'll spray the Plasti-dip right here. It should come off easily. Sorry for the small picture here guys. One of my clips got deleted somehow. I don't know where it went. Anyways, luckily I had a little picture here to show you that extra paper that I was telling you about. So I just went ahead and taped pieces of that extra paper that I had around the border that I initially made around the emblem. That way, while I'm spraying the Plasti-dip, any of the overspray that I can't control or that the wind takes, instead of landing on the body, just lands on that extra paper that I laid out. Alright, sorry for cutting right into it guys. As you can see, I already got to put my 3 layers of black Plasti-dip, and I even put 1 layer of glossifier on it. I don't know if you guys can tell. Just that it got really dark all of a sudden. Not too dark and really windy, so I just wanted to try to get this spray painting out of the way, just because we have a whole lot of dandelions in the area, and they're already starting to land on the emblem. I had to pick a few out using tape. So yeah, looks like it came out pretty good. That glossifier kind of gives it that shiny texture. It does look like it has texture, but I'm cool with that as long as it's black, and it looks clean. From far it looks pretty clean. So I'll wait till it dries off. I'll peel off the Plasti-dip, give you guys some tips on how to do it properly. Hopefully the wind isn't too strong. Sorry guys, the wind started to pick up again, and I thought, what a perfect opportunity to do another voiceover. In this clip I was just going to explain how when you start taping around the emblem or area that you want to Plasti-dip, don't be afraid to leave about a ½ inch to 1 inch of room or space. That way, after you've Plasti-dipped, you have a little bit of leeway when you start peeling off at it. You're just kind of giving yourself a little handle, a good place to start where you can kind of start tugging on that Plasti-dip. Plasti-dip is made so that after you Plasti-dip that area, when you start peeling off, it'll instinctively separate itself from the adjacent areas that you've hit, as well as the main focal point that you wanted to Plasti-dip. And you'll see that in a bit when I show you guys another clip. But yeah, don't be afraid to leave that. Man, I failed you guys because the audio in this next clip was also kind of ruined by the wind. But let me just voice over it. I just wanted to explain how when you start peeling away at your Plasti-dip, make sure you're peeling away from the emblem or the area that you Plasti-dip and not towards it. I found that when you do this, it's more effective in separating the focal point, the focus target, with the adjacent surroundings. So with that tape I showed how instead of pulling towards up into the V, I was pulling away from the letter V as an example. Here the letter I, the second letter I of Civic, you can see how that corner kind of has some chrome sticking out because I was pulling towards the letter I, and I found that when I pulled at a certain angle towards it, a piece of the Plasti-dip on the letter I wanted to kind of peel away with me. As opposed to me pulling away and letting the Plasti-dip separate on its own, I was kind of putting a little bit more force and pressure into it. I have another example here with the letter C as well. You kind of understand how when you're pulling the excess, I was going inwards because of the shape of the letter C, it naturally bends inwards. So I was trying to pull that way, and I noticed that bottom left corner right there, that little blob wanted to peel away with me. But when I started pulling away from that center and going towards the letter I, as an example, it just peeled off perfectly.